No one cares, which is a blessing and a curse. It was 5 years ago, and I was sitting in the back room of a stage, waiting for the signal, and my chest was pounding. I was sitting there with my friend, let's call him Alex. I was sitting with Alex, and I looked at him. His face was visibly stressed. He was anxious, and I knew that he felt the same emotions as me. We were both stressed and anxious. Do you know why we were stressed? We were about to go and perform an act in front of around 60 people. 60 people that I knew that they were going to judge me. They were going to judge us. I went on that trip, and the people that organized it thought it would be a good idea to have like a mini show, Kids Got Talent. And we thought we could do a challenge. So we accepted. We said that we were going to act a funny story. So we looked online, we learned the lines, we learned what they had to do with our bodies. So we were prepared. We were preparing for that for a whole week. We were preparing for a week for those 3 minutes of acting. So we knew what we were going to do. But I had millions of thoughts. What are they going to think of me? Are they going to laugh? What if they don't laugh because the scene was supposed to be funny? What if they don't laugh? What if they laugh at my mistakes? What if they pay attention to my mistakes? That was going on in my head non-stop. I talked with Alex, and he told me he could hear the trembling in my voice, which was a really bad thing because we were also supposed to speak. And another hundreds of thoughts went into my head. What if they realize that I'm anxious? What if they realize the trembling in my voice? What if it's gonna ruin the scene? We heard the signal, and it was our turn to act. We got on the stage, and everything went fine. Yeah, I made some mistakes, he made some mistakes. At some points people laughed, at some points people didn't laugh, even though they were supposed to laugh, it was funny. But I was in the flow. Everything turned out fine. And yeah, I made a ton of mistakes. I messed up my speech. I had to redo a few sentences. I was acting a bit awkwardly with my hands, with my body. I didn't face the people because I knew they were watching me. But the scene ended. We went off the stage, and I started talking with another friend. And he told me it was really good. They just went over all of the mistakes, even though there were a ton of them. I was really mindful of the mistakes when I was doing the scene, but they just got over them. They didn't care that much about the mistakes. Everyone was telling me nice things, even though I knew, like, I had a few things that I messed up. I knew about them. They were constantly in my head, overthinking. What if that ruined the scene? What if that ruined the act? What if? What if? But people were telling me that it was good. It was funny. They laughed. They enjoyed it. They just couldn't remember the mistakes. And that taught me a good lesson. People really just don't care. They only care about themselves. They don't care about you. Then I wish I could go back in time and shake my younger self and tell him, bro, nobody cares. Because I was anxious 24/7. I was always anxious about my hair, about how I looked, how I smelled, about what others were thinking of me. Was I funny? Was I not funny? Was I talking in a really nice way? Or was I making them uncomfortable? Non-stop. And of course that led me to not being a good person to talk with. And people just didn't care. They only cared about themselves. And now that I'm older, it's even more obvious. They only care about themselves. What makes you think that they care about your life, about how hard your life is? Because so many people online just love to cry about how hard their life is. Oh, I don't have money this week. Oh, I'm so lonely. I'm so dumb. I can't do anything. They just like to sit and cry about themselves. They cry for attention. They cry and they wish somebody would come and solve all of their issues. You know that one kid that's non-stop. They made it their personality. Oh, I'm so ugly. Nobody wants me. Oh, nobody. I'm so lonely. I used to be that kid. I used to be that fucking kid that made it their personality. That I was lonely. That I was ugly. That nobody wanted me. And the irony is that girls found me attractive when I was little. Somehow they found me attractive, even though I made it my personality. That they don't like me. They don't want to spend time with me. And of course, they didn't want to spend time with me because I constantly thought they don't. So why were they? And I was pushing them away. And so many young guys, so many young men have fallen for the trap. They think that if they cry about it on the internet, their issues are going to be solved. They think that, oh, if I do this, then I don't have to work on it. It's like the people with depression, bro. People with depression love to make it their personality, don't they? When you see a person with depression, yeah, maybe they really have depression, but they made it their personality. Oh, I couldn't do the project because I'm depressed. Oh, I couldn't do my bed because I was depressed. Oh, I couldn't be productive because I was depressed. Oh, I insulted you because I was depressed. It's not my fault, bro. I'm depressed. I can't do anything about it. You can hate me or love me, I don't care. It's the truth. No problem has ever been solved just by crying about it on the internet or to your friends. The people that say that, oh, I can't do anything because I'm depressed, and they make it a personality, will not change because they see, oh, it's so comfortable. I can just blame it on depression. It's not my fault. It's depression's fault, and then I don't have to change anything, and it's gonna be easy, and people are gonna praise me for it. Oh, don't worry, it's okay. You have depression. Oh, okay, sit in your chair and do nothing. No problem has ever been solved just by crying about it. Ever in history of humankind, never it has been solved. And as I said, the fact that people don't care is a blessing and a curse. I told you it's a blessing with my intro, with my story. People don't care about your mistakes. They only care about themselves, which is a good thing. Because when you do good, people focus on the good and not the bad. They tend to get over the bad if they like you. And I will tell you how to fix your life so more people think the same about you and they get over your mistakes easily. But it's also a curse. Yeah, it's a blessing. They get over the mistakes, but it's also a curse. Because it can be really depressing to think that nobody cares. Bro, there's nobody in the world that cares for me. That's really depressing. But the thing is, they do. People care about you, but only when you win. Yeah, it's really depressing to think that nobody cares. But they do only when you win. Because think of celebrities. Think of people like LeBron James. People care about him because he's the best. Because he won 1,000 times. And they can easily get over the time where he missed a shot, or he fell over, or he was tired and didn't do anything. People easily get over that. And they praise him for his wins. But some random ass basketballer that just started, people will focus only on his mistakes. He has to take the winning shot and he fails. People are going to hate him. But when people look at LeBron James when he misses a game winning shot, well, it's fine. The next time he will get it. But the random basketballer, people will hate him for it. People only look at your mistakes when you're nobody. But once you do good, once people think that you're good, they only look at the goods. And they get like their mind literally brushes off the mistakes. Their mind can't even comprehend the mistakes that they do. Literally, think of your favorite celebrity. Why do you like them? Why do you love them so much? Why do you think they're so perfect and they haven't done any mistakes ever? Because your mind thought, oh, they're really good. They did something good. I love them for it. And you think that they're so perfect because your mind ignored the bad. Your mind either didn't see it, let's say like for an actor, the movie just cuts up all the mistakes they did. Even though some scenes literally take 20 takes until they get it right. You don't see that. You can't see that. The movie only shows the best of the best. That's why people love actors so much. Because they only see their best performance. They don't see when they fuck up or something. Or you do see the mistakes. For like a footballer. You love Ronaldo, for example. Your mind loves him so much for whatever reason. Maybe because he's one of the best. Your mind loves him so much that your mind just can't comprehend that one time where he missed the shot. He had an open goal and he missed the shot. You just love him too much to care. Your mind loves him too much to care. Your mind only looks at the best moments. The time he fucking got the goal behind the wall or something. I don't fucking know, bro. Your mind likes to love the good things about him. So just really think, why do you actually love a person so much? Is it because they're really perfect and you just can't see mistakes? Or is it because your brain tends to not even comprehend the mistakes? And I told you, I will tell you how to become the guy that does the best. the guy that doesn't have that hard of a life. You have to take responsibility for your actions. Only then you will make progress. Because if you sit all day in your room and cry about your mistake, cry about why your ex dumped you or something, nothing is going to change. You will become worse. That's it. That's the only change that will happen. You will become worse. Crying about it on the internet won't do anything. Blaming others for it won't do anything. The dumbass that cries all day and blames everyone but them is going to stay the same or even go backwards. But the person that takes the blame for something that isn't even their fault, and they look at that and they realize what they need to change for the mistakes to not happen again, those people will change. The person that after a breakup cries for 2 months straight will not make progress. But the person that realizes, oh, it's my fault, and doesn't cry about it, of course, they might still be sad. They might still feel sadness, but they don't cry about it. They take change, they take action. That person might still feel sad after the breakup. They might cry in the literal sense, but after the breakup is done, they realize what they did wrong. They get over the person, and they make sure that the next time they get into the relationship, he won't make the same mistakes. The person that cries for 2 months will not make progress, will not find anybody else that will fill the void inside of them, compared to the person that gets over, might still feel sad for 2 weeks, but gets over the person, doesn't cry about it, and learns, becomes better, and finds someone else. Who do you think will make more progress? Well, of course, the second person. As I said, the person that's depressed and made it their personality that they're depressed will not make progress. Because they saw that, oh, I can say that I'm depressed. People will treat me nicely just because I'm depressed. So I don't need to change. It's okay to stay at this level. It's not okay. The person that's depressed will remain depressed, will remain at that low level because he likes the validation. He doesn't need to change in the literal sense. What you need to do is to literally start taking the blame for everything, even though it might not be your fault. Yeah, your ex dumped you. It's her fault. But if you take the blame for it, if you realize, yeah, it's my fault that she fell out of love, then only then you can look at the relationship and see, oh, I made a mistake here and here and here. So the next time you get into a relationship, you will not make the same mistakes. And if it really is your fault, then it's even better. Maybe it's your fault that you spilled the water bottle. I don't know. The next time, you will pay more attention to the water bottle and you will not spill. Simple. I know it's uncomfortable and I know your ego is going to take a hit. But that's the only way for you to grow. The only way to not have a hard life. And I'm saying this and I realized that everyone has a hard life. The only difference is that the people that are at the bottom don't want to do anything about it, don't like being uncomfortable, and they have a hard life just because they're at the bottom. And there's another group of people that have a hard life, but not in the sense that their life is hard. They do hard things, so their life is a bit better, and they reach greatness. So yeah, everyone has a hard life, but it's your choice to either take the responsibility, be in this group of people that makes a change that actually improves themselves, or have a hard life because you're at such a low level that there's nothing good here. It's your choice. And if you want to be part of this group, I have a private community where I can teach you how to become the best at your craft, how to get ahead of everyone else around you. And it might be your only chance for you to get closer to me. We can hop on calls daily and talk about your life and solve all of your problems. Click the first link in the description, bro. Join the elite tribe today. If you enjoyed the video, scroll down and click on the subscribe button, bro. It will help both of us, especially you. And go and watch this video right now. See you later. Mwah.